I'm Betty Hurley Dasgupta, and I'm here to give you tutorial 2, which is to talk about your Mahara profile. This is a little bit longer video, so you may want to listen to it in parts, or there is also a transcript, and you can follow the transcript as well. I'm going to start with the dashboard page, which you should have been able to get to by going to the URL and putting in your username and password. And the first thing we're going to do from this page are settings, which I had promised earlier. So there's a settings tab right on the top right hand corner. You click on the settings tab. You can see this is a place where you can change your password. You can change your username, which you may want to do. You can talk about how you get friends, and in terms of messages from other users. So you may want to take a look at that, especially this is if you do want to give yourself a new password. This is good. I don't want to do any of that, so I'm actually going to go back. Next thing we're going to do is to revise your profile content. So this is the first time we're going to the content link. And you can see once you go to that link, you get a number of content areas that you can do. The first thing that opens up is the profile content. So your first name and last name will already be in there. You can provide a display name if you want. So if I wanted to make Betty my display name, I can do that. And I can put in some further information about myself. So I'll keep that rather short for now, and save my profile. Now you notice that I already have a photo in here, but there is a section here specifically for profile pictures. And one nice thing is that you can have more than one profile picture, and you can upload additional ones. I'm not on a computer where I have a profile picture stored, so I'm not going to do that, but you could hit browse and search your computer, find your picture, and also give it a title. Now don't be surprised if when you hit upload, it tells you that the picture is too large. There are more restrictions on the size of the profile picture than for other images that you'll load into Mahara. So if depending on what software you have in your computer, for example, if you are in a Mac, you can use iPhoto. You can use Picture Manager within the PC versions. You may need to reduce the size or the number of pixels of your photo. So keep that in mind and don't get discouraged by that part. The next thing I'm going to do is to actually go to my profile page, and note that my new username is now there. And so I'll click on my name. And I showed you this before. This is my profile page at the moment. But what I'm going to show you now is how to add things to this page or how to edit it. And what you want to do is to click in the right-hand corner. Now, this will only be true on pages you own. So if you look at other people's pages, you won't have this. But click on Edit this page. And you'll notice that you get a whole bunch of additional things above your page information. So let's take a look at these. The first thing you probably want to work on actually is the Edit Layout. So if you click on Edit Layout, right now I have 2 columns of equal width, which I use often, but sometimes I'll use a larger column on the right. There have been times when I have used 3 columns. I have never used 4 columns or 1 column. So I do recommend one of the ones within the 2 or 3 columns. I'm happy with what I have, so I can click Save. If you start working on a page and then think you want to try something else out, you can go ahead and change it, and it will just adjust your layout. So it's not like you have to decide on a layout and be tied to that for your page from that point on. There's another piece in here too called primary school, or the theme. Right now it is primary school. And you can see there are a number of theme choices, and that affects the colors, the surrounding colors. So give that a try. I won't do it now because I don't know how it affects the video, but it actually changes it automatically. So you will see the effect right away. Now let's look at our choices in terms of editing content. You can see now below the edit content you have, again, more choices of things to do. And there's one here called Files, Images, and Video. So you can select particular files for people to download. You can select a folder. You can do a collection of images, an HTML text, a single image, and an embedded media. I'm just going to do a photo, an image, because I think that's something that adds interesting aspect to your page, and it'll give you an idea of how you can edit your profile page pretty easily. What I'm going to do is I have my cursor on top of that, and I'm just going to drag it right down. And once it goes into place, I get, and this will be true in any of these things, I get a text page where I need to then make some choices. Note that the block title is just image, and I'm going to actually leave that for now because I want to show you then how to edit. Note that there are some things around here that I can use possibly to choose. And there are two images down here, and actually these are images as well. So I could choose something, and I may have already uploaded these in another place, but I'm going to upload a file. And I'm actually going to my downloads, and I'm going to upload this lovely goose. So you can see it goes in pretty quickly. And then if you won't have this many images to choose from, you can choose to show description, and then you would have to have had a description in there. Note that you can choose width. For now, I'm going to leave that blank. It will give me a default width, and then I can go and change that as I wish. So let's just save it and see what happens. And there it is. So actually that size looks pretty good, so I think I will leave that. I don't really like image there. So once you've put something in, you have these two bars over here. So you can either delete it, so it's very easy to get to remove things after you've put them in, or you can, it says configure image block. We call it more of an editor. And note it brings you right back to that screen you had before. And I'm going to just give this a title. And this is a British resident. I know because this is from a trip I took in the canals of Britain. And then you go back down again. And since that size was okay, I'm going to leave that and click on done. Oops. Go down to the bottom there, click on save. So that shows you how to add something to your portfolio, in this case your profile page, and how to edit it. That would be true for any of these items here. Once you press down and hold and then drag to where you want it, then you get the dialog box. Let's say I'm just going to drag this down for a moment. Note that it only gets me that far. So this is an image gallery. I don't really have anything to put in, so I'm not going to do that one. But note that when you put something in, it may not end up exactly where you want it. And actually, I'll do it with my British resident. If I want to move it after I've put it in, I just put my cursor right over the name of it and then just move it. And you see how that ends up, which is probably a better place under About Me. So that gives you some idea in terms of maneuvering things around. And if we go back up, we'll talk about journals in another tutorial because you have to create your journal first. So we don't really have anything to do there. In your profile, I already have a profile in here, which is the about me part, but you can see there are different things you can do within your profile. There is a resume builder in Mahara, but you would have had to have built it first, and then you would use this to publish it. And then external content includes YouTube videos. I'll just show you one more, and that's the general. And you can see there are a number of things here. And this is one you'll use quite a bit. It's a text box. And so if I brought the text box down, it is, as it says, it really brings you into what looks like a word processor. So you can type in a title and then some text, and that will go in. So I type in a title and maybe and a welcome, and save that. And there it is. So that gives you a good sense in terms of adding things to your profile page. When you're all done, do go all the way to the end and type done. And you see it brings you back to your dashboard. We can click on, you can click on your name again and take a look at the page and say, well, okay, this is getting there. And that's plenty for this tutorial. So the next step is to just log out.